Hey, what's going on, guys? So we have another video from Fresh and Fit. Myron dismantled Miami Chicks' inflated ego. So let's check it out.
I think there's a difference between confidence and being delusional. Like, some of you girls gave yourselves a 5, which would be a perfect score. Bruh, nobody on this panel is a 5. Honestly, none of y'all are even, like, nobody on this panel is even... like,
they're all just looking at him like this motherfucker, especially this black chick.
Some of you girls gave yourselves a 5, which would be a perfect score. Bruh, nobody on this panel is a 5. Honestly, none of y'all are even, like, nobody on this panel is even... I'll give you a 7. She's the most attractive girl here. You? Besides the weird septum thing. But the rest of y'all, man, you guys are right around average. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Most people fall in the average range.
Girl, you're a 10. Girl, you're a 10. Girl, you're a 10. Like, oh my God.
Like, I don't know why. Where do you guys get this whole concept that you guys are all, like, perfect?
Myself.
Yourself?
No,
my boyfriend,
okay,
myself.
myself.
I
didn't
my
say
family,
that
my
we're.
life.
Yeah, that's the correct answer. My boyfriend. Yeah, so boyfriend and other dudes, and even other chicks too. But yeah, especially with the dudes, since you care about the male attention and validation, you care about the male gaze. So yeah, of course, dude, and especially up on social media. It's just like, you don't even have to tell them that they're perfect. You just put hard eyes, and then they themselves will think like, oh yeah, I'm the shit. Looking like fucking Lizzo and shit. Okay, I don't know if she even got that much. No, but see, no, because it's kind of crazy. Because I bet if I fucking went on her page like from back then, because didn't she lose all that weight now? You know, all that talk about being supersized and like big beauty and all that, and she just fucking loses all the weight. I don't know if that's true, but
Perfect. I just said as a
5
female.
is perfect. A 4 is near perfect.
No, that's not what I said. I didn't say we were perfect. I said a female is. You're being a female. You're always supposed to have your higher standards high. It does not matter how you look.
What?
I said I didn't say we were perfect. I said a female is. You're being a female. You're always supposed to have your higher standards high. It does not matter how
So just have high standards?
you look, what you wear, or how you are. You're always supposed to
Okay. All right. Oh, well.
consider yourself, look in the mirror, and tell yourself, hey, I am a 10. You know why? You have some people.
Okay, I can see where she's getting at, but like, I'm not hearing anything about like being realistic, or she's not saying anything like, you know, even though you may look this way, you gotta have like a higher mindset about yourself, and you know, coupled in with action, and you know, but I'm not hearing any of that. So
Out there, that's just pretty as hell.
Okay,
And
let me take your logic then.
ugly.
Let me ask you this question.
okay, yeah. So she didn't say any of that I just said.
Let's say I wake up every day and say, I'm a fucking billionaire. I'm a billionaire. I look in the mirror every day. I'm a billionaire. Woo!
Manifestation.
There it is. There's the word manifestation. You know, I had a feeling some fucking spiritual shit was just gonna come out, you know?
Shit is going to come.
Manifest it.
See, this is a stark contrast between men and women.
It's not realistic.
See, no, hold on. This is the stark fucking contrast between us. If I go to the dealership, I'm a billionaire. Give me that Lambo. You know, he's gonna look at me. He's gonna say, "The fuck out my dealership, you dumbass. The fuck is wrong with you? I'm a billionaire. Give me this fucking sandwich for free. I'm famous or whatever. I don't know who you are. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Y'all though could walk around. I'm a 10. Nobody tells you. No, you're not.
Yeah, but the difference with them, they actually get what they want. They actually have fucking men pining for them and shit. Hey, maybe the manifestation shit in their head actually does work, but then they end up just fucking squandering the fucking opportunities that are given to them. So, hey, you know what? Yeah, man, maybe women are just that dumb that, you know, the manifestation part actually works, but then, you know, they end up just fucking it up for themselves. Okay, all right, but seriously, though, when it comes to this whole manifestation thing, see, these women like to use spirituality to, like, as a cope, not as a way of actually true. Like, I get it, it is a process, but it just seems like they use it as a cope to feel like they're doing something right, or like, you know, having that midlife crisis, and like they're kind of looking for that higher power, which is good, but they kind of use that as a as like an excuse for their poor behaviors, and to excuse other, more specifically women, excuse their behavior and say, oh, they're going through a spiritual phase, or they're going through a Saturn return, you know, some shit, right? But when they talk about spirituality, they don't also include like the realistic physical nature of it. So with manifestation, you doing the work is manifestation in itself. You don't have to like sit there and like in meditation or do some magic or whatever. You know, you have the fusion of the 5 elements in your body, but obviously there, like when it comes to manifestation, there is a more specific action that you are taking that's beyond the physical realm. So again, they're not going to explain it like this, but even when you are doing it in a more spiritual way, so like if you're using the fusion of the 5 elements, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit inside your body, connected to the different parts of your organs, like, see, what they don't understand is that if you're eating, drinking, especially drinking, like drugs, if you're doing that, you're fucking yourself up. You're not disciplined. You're not building up energy and doing the meditation work to concentrate on the inside, to visualize these energies inside of you. But you have to build up energy. So not having sex, you know, like I said, not drinking or smoking or anything like that, because that can cause attachments to you, or especially alcohol. And 3, actually doing the work. So the meditation work, but also the physical work. So if I wanted to manifest $1 million, you cannot focus too much on how it's gonna come. You just gotta just trust the work, trust the process, and just keep focused on that. But you have to set things up physically in order for that $1 million to come. Now it's not gonna be, you know, it may happen, but it's not gonna be $1 million just in your bank account like that. No, the part of the manifestation is that you manifest for opportunities to come. You get those opportunities, maybe like a business partner or something. You build that business up. You're setting something up for money to come in, so then you can get that $1 million through your business or the job that you work out, whatever, you know. So it's not so black and white that like, oh, you wake up and there's going to be $1 million. You know, see, like women don't explain it as far as I do. So like, obviously it's still going to sound foo-foo to a lot of you guys. It sound like a bunch of bullshit. But at least right then and there, like I was able to fucking explain how that could contrast with the physical world in a realistic sense. But these girls are just all the way foo-foo about it.
Fucking 10. So I'm the reality, right, that you guys don't experience. Because I'll tell you this, if I walk around and call myself a fucking billionaire all the time, someone's going to correct me and tell me, no, you're not, buddy. No. But for you,
yes, and that's why when you do these affirmations, you just keep that shit to yourself. And you yourself know, okay, even though I'm not these things, I'm going to reprogram my mind so I can do better. But obviously, you also have to couple that in with action. Because if you keep doing that, you keep... You know, like you want to have better habits, but if you keep drinking and smoking and shit like that, then you're not going to get to the point where you're sobered up, your mind's on top of it. You know, you don't have any like brain fog or anything like that. You have all these new ideas coming in and all this shit, but you know.
You guys, I'm a 10. And here's the difference. A woman's looks versus a man's money are the same thing. Your main agency comes from the way that you look. All right? My main agency comes from my ability to produce resources. It is what it is. So I'm going to lie about my billions. I deserve to be made fun of. If you're going to lie.
See, and the orange hair chick, I mean, she has the right idea, but again, it's like she's missing like the whole like realistic physical aspect of it. Like, again, because if she did understand that, she would have mentioned those things that would have been like, oh, okay, you know, yeah, it's a bit foo-foo, but at least she gets it. Like, yeah, like I can see her point of view, but like with this at all, like none of these guys are buying it. They're just like, okay, like, I mean, and I'm sure they understand, because I mean, obviously, in order to be, you know, successful running shit like this, I mean, you gotta have some type of mindset to where, you do have those like affirmations in your head, but maybe you're not even saying it, but like now it's just a belief that you just know that you are that. You know, but as they were building up, yeah, I'm sure they had to do that. But I mean, then again, everyone's different, and it just depends on how you grow up. If you grow up with your dad teaching you how things are in the world and getting you like to work and all this stuff, building up these skills and just building up this realistic view of the world and how a man should carry himself. I'm sure, like, you know, people don't have to go so hard on the affirmations because they're like from birth, or I mean, from being a child and growing up in a certain environment, you're already thinking that of yourself without really having to think it. You know what I mean? It's just subconscious. But once you reach to a certain age and you're not that, but now you're trying to turn things around, then that's when you got to put in a little bit more effort in order to reprogram your mind. But like I said, also coupled in with action. So you do have to have that. You do have to have a certain level of will to push forward and kick your bad habits, change yourself, learn new skills, and all that shit.
About your looks, you deserve to be made fun of. But the difference is no one tells women the truth. I'm one of the few. You walk around, call yourself a fucking 10, you're delusional. None of y'all are a 10. That means perfection. That means absolute perfection. Flawless.
I think you could take it where he's saying, listen, you may not like what I'm saying, but in reality speaking, someone's going to say it in their head, just not to your face.
I understand.
That's real.
Yes, exactly. Just keep it to yourself. Say it to yourself. You work on yourself, but you don't need to say it out loud. And and also too, that's another thing. A part of manifestation. You don't tell anybody that you're trying to manifest or whatever. I mean, it's like that in general. I mean, again, we have all these spiritual terms because we've gotten away from the natural order of things. So like, of course, now that we're in these urban jungles and all these negative forces that are against us, all this processed food and all that shit, the fucking government, we have to come up with these like terms as far as like, what used to be like natural to us, but now it's like we've gotten away from that so far that like now it's just kind of alien and it's foo-foo. And when somebody talks about, but I mean, I get it though. Like, I understand why people fucking clown on people like this when they talk about spirituality, because they don't fucking explain it in a way that is rooted in reality, because there is a real aspect to spirituality where you can have people that are not into that understand to a certain point. But the way she explained it didn't add anything about like putting in work, or it just sounds crazy to us.
I know, I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
You have most people like that, but you being yourself, you're always supposed to think positive. You're never supposed to think negative.
I mean, it is true, but people are gonna go through rough times, and when you look, I can have a positive view right now, but it doesn't change the fact there's still a war going on over in the Middle East right now. The Epstein files, the fucking the Diddy parties, and all the degenerate shit from back in the day, man. Like, well, not back in the day, but like all the time, all this degenerate shit. It's still an ugly thing there's still ugly things that we have to see, and in moments like that, like, it's not gonna be happy times. It's gonna be hard to, like, there is darkness out here that we're forced to face, or else we're gonna be consumed by it.
Delusion. But hold on. There's reality in between there, though. So
Yeah, you
can
have-
be positive, but if it's still reality, then
come on, man.
you gotta be honest with yourself.
No, you have some days where you'll be like, oh, I don't look my best, or I don't dress my best, or I don't have this, or I don't have that.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't think like that.
No,
Yeah, I mean, and she's right. But it does take a lot of work, because we have been programmed to a certain point, and it's hard to just turn it around like that. But no, like, I mean, I get what she's saying. I mean, she has a good message, but I mean, again, this is just the way that women fucking think in their head, and like how they exude information and shit. I don't know, maybe in their head they think, but then again, they're up here on Fresher Fit and they're in Miami, so are they really? Okay, all right, let me calm down, let me chill. All right, you go ahead. Let's see what you got to say, girl.
You should be, hey, I look good. Let me go walk out the house, nice dress. I have $1 billion, I wake up a billionaire. It's called manifesting, because guess what? If you don't manifest, how are you going to get to the point where
Yeah, but hold
you're
on.
at?
You're manifesting without action.
Say it again.
You can't do it without having action behind it.
That
I just learned about manifestation.
You didn't
I'm gonna get so much money. I don't need a job. Why? Because I can manifest. I don't need old gods anymore. I answer to no one.
You didn't let me.
Yeah, see, I love how she actually just sat there and just listened to that shit. Usually when I have a soundboard going while they were talking, they just usually just keep talking over it. But yeah, I don't need a job because I could just manifest it. I don't need no God. Yeah, like Jesus Christ, man.
Finish.
No, you said wake up and manifest.
If you wake
Yes, you did.
up and say you're going to do this, you have to also put in the effort. Go out the door and put in the effort.
Okay, so why didn't you just mention that? I'm sorry, you don't use those many words without mentioning the fucking obvious, right? Is actually fucking going out there and putting in the work. And it doesn't mean also internally too. You have to put in the work internally as well if you really want to fucking talk about, you know, the actual like spiritual aspect of manifesting, you know? So, but again, she's not saying any of that. She didn't mention anything about the 5 elements and the organs in the body. Nothing.
To do the work. I didn't say just manifest, because you can. Of course, you're not gonna just wake up one day and be like, "Oh, I'm a."
Yeah, but again, the actions coupled in with that is manifestation in itself. Like even if Myron doing the work, like even if he doesn't believe in manifestation, him working and him planning for things and, you know, evolving on his projects or whatever. The things that he wants, that in itself is manifestation. It doesn't mean that he has to sit there and do some fucking ritual or whatever the fuck.
Billionaire. That's not how it works. Life is hard, of course. You're gonna have your obstacles, but at the end of the day, you still
backtracking, huh?
Baby, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not
she is
backtracking.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
backtracking.
we all listening.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, see, again, and this is like this with a lot of these chicks on the show. Like, if they really got it, if they really get it, then they would have said some things that would have made us be like, oh, she actually fucking gets it. Like, yeah, like, come on, you just know the way that the words are constructed and the way she presents, you know, that information. Like, we would have already heard something that would have made us think like, okay, yeah, she's talking foo-foo, but it's still somewhat rooted in reality, so I think she has a chance of getting out of this fuckery of this woman delusion. Well, delusion of the Matrix.
oh, it's interesting too. I don't mean to be an asshole here,
You are.
but I guarantee if we all did an IQ test here, she would probably score the lowest, but she's had the most to say.
Yeah.
And this is what they always say: fools speak, intelligent people listen, right? And
You know, I can't fucking argue with that, man. I'm not fucking I'm terrible with academics, man. Like any academics, yeah. Like don't ask me to take an IQ test.
the reality is like see, there's a difference between men and women, right? Remember how I mentioned hierarchy? The hierarchy is invisible to you guys. There's a difference between men and women. Men are in a room. Most successful guy comes in. He sounds intelligent. Everyone shuts the fuck up and listens. Oh, I want to make money like this nigga. I want to be like him. Women, yup. There's no hierarchy. It's Oprah could walk in the room, right? Or a millionaire woman could walk in the room. She could talk, y'all won't respect her because she might not be attractive or she's fat.
Yes. And they'll treat her like, oh, she's one of us, you know? And then just kind of start just treating her like your fucking other girls, you know what I mean? Like, of course, there's still going to be that, like, level of hierarchy because, you know, she's got money and all that. But, yeah, no, he's so right. Wow, I've never thought about it like that.
You guys go off of who's the baddest bitch in here. We go off of who's the most rich and smartest guy because
Yes.
men naturally understand hierarchy. Women, y'all really don't.
No.
That's just how it is. They've proven this on survival shows. They take the men and the women, put y'all on a fucking island each, right? While you guys roll your eyes because you guys don't understand hierarchy. Fine. But this is what they do is, I'm looking at both of y'all.
I was looking at the TV, but
Yeah, sure.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
They put the men on an island, put the
Okay, hold on, let's
men naturally
rewind.
understand hierarchy. Women, y'all really don't.
No.
That's just how it is. They've proven this on survival shows. They take the men and the women, put y'all on a
Okay, she was looking at the TV. Of course, we don't see the whole view of the camera being on her the whole time.
fucking island each, right? While you guys roll your eyes because you guys don't understand hierarchy. Fine. But this is what they do is, I'm looking at both of y'all.
I was looking at the TV, but
Yeah, sure.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Put the women on that.
No, she actually was looking at the TV. She was. See, because at the peripheral of Myron's left side, he just saw the white eyeballs, right?
Survival shows.
You know, he just saw the like
Women,
she
y'all
was
really
looking,
No.
That's just how it is.
and then all he sees is white. You know.
Well, both of y'all.
I was looking at the TV, but
Yeah, sure.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
They put the men on an island, put the women on an island, right? The women, within 24 hours, can't They don't want to kill an animal. Oh my God, I don't know what to do.
It's a cute.
Can't find shelter. Don't know how to build fire. Don't know how to fucking clean the water. All this shit. The men, hey, this guy's gonna be leader. This guy goes and hunts. This guy builds a fire. This guy builds shelter, etc. So men understand hierarchy and how shit works. You guys don't. That's just the way it is. That's why when I say something, you're trying to argue with me.
I have a question.
Not true.
You just tried it.
Okay, Jesus fucking Christ. Put those things away, dude. That thing's about to fucking pop out, homie.
You're trying to argue with me.
I have a question.
Not true.
You just tried a bunch of times.
I mean,
and I'm significantly smarter than you.
She does wigs for a living, man.
Like, bro, like, yo,
of course she knows.
I'm almost like an asshole.
She does what?
Significantly smarter than you.
She does wigs for a living, man.
Oh, she does wigs for a living. Okay, so I guess she's like a hair salon person or whatever.
Bro, like, yo,
hairstylist. There you go.
She knows.
I'm almost like an asshole or whatever, but like, I am significantly smarter than you. I guarantee you I have double your IQ, but you're trying to argue with me.
Triple.
I have a question. Do you think?
And this is the difference between men and women. If I was talking to a dude your age, at your intelligence level, he would shut up and listen to what I got to say.
Damn, bro, he's just ripping it into him.
Back to you, nigga. That's not how this goes.
I have a question.
Oh, my bad.
But women don't understand this shit. That there is a hierarchy. There is superior and inferior. Y'all just don't get it though. But this is female nature.
Yep. Okay, is that the end? Yeah, that's the end. All right, well, if you guys did enjoy, go ahead and drop a like. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it, and peace.